Howdy partners, and welcome to a guide for all the things that you need to know whenever you're bringing your furry four-legged companion with you on a trip. My name is Josh as always. This is Lady, also known as Moose as everybody likes to call her. And we got all the stuff that you need to know before bringing your pet on your next trip with you, okay? So we'll set you down right here, little Moose, and we'll get right into it. The first thing that you're going to need to know is what all should you be bringing for your pet, right? And that be it a cat or a dog. We don't discriminate here on the channel. For us, that's going to be a list of things. You're looking at pee pads, food, water, your basics, right? Is your dog or cat, do they have any medicine that they need to take, and making sure that you're not forgetting that along the way? Do they have any treats? Are there any toys that they like that make them feel really comfortable? What about their leash, harness as well? And then of course the little poop bags, right? Because you're gonna have to find a way to pick that up anytime that you're taking them out. So make sure you have all of that so that they can feel as comfortable as possible when they're here in the room, right? And while y'all are on y'all's trip, you don't forget anything and you're able to really get that going. The number two thing would be make sure, right, where you're going has an area for them to go take care of their business. That's something I would definitely recommend doing some pre-planning on, not just to make sure that the hotel or the Airbnb actually has dog friendly, right? But that there's a designated place for them to go outside. Otherwise, you can end up walking a pretty far way, right? Like here at the hotel we're staying at right now, there was supposed to be dog friendly area, but not so much. So we're walking about a half block, right, at any given point in time in the day or night whenever this one needs to go out. So make sure that you're investigating that and really getting that up to par 100%. And the number three thing that you need to know is know your dog, right? Your dog is somebody that you're gonna know how comfortable they are with being left alone here in the hotel room, potentially by themselves, or how well they'll do, while they're out in public. And so know what your dog will and won't like to do. The other piece of knowing your dog is there's a lot of types of dogs, depending on how large they are, that aren't allowed in certain hotel rooms and certain Airbnbs. Typically that cutoff tends to be around 70 pounds in a lot of places. If they're above that, a lot of places aren't going to be as friendly. Obviously I don't worry about that too much, being that this one maxes out at about 5 pounds after eating a large meal. But yeah, if you got a bigger dog, you might run into some trouble. And the last thing you want is to go all the way to your destination on the trip and have that front desk receptionist or somebody come up and say, whoa, that animal can't be here, it's way too big. So do make sure you're paying attention to that. So that brings us to the number four thing you need to know, which is to make sure that you understand if you're with somebody else, you have yourself and your partner, one of you might be waiting outside sometimes, right, with your furry friend. So a lot of places, I think we're getting a little better, but we're not in a totally dog-friendly world just yet, right, unfortunately, regardless of how well kept or manicured you are, ma'am. And to that extent, for me, myself and my fiance, Anissa, a lot of times either myself or her is waiting outside with Lady when she comes with us on a trip, right? Because it's no dogs inside, plainly posted, so one of us has to go in, kind of scope out the area, get the food or the coffee or whatever it is we're doing there, and then like switch off like we're on temporary parenting. So make sure that you're aware of that and that you're going to be paying attention to it whenever you're taking your dog, what you can and can't go into, and know you're going to have to split a little bit of time. And that brings us to the number six thing that you need to know, which is how to leave your pet in the room. There are some things you might want to do on your trip, right, that the dog absolutely cannot come to. You might be trying to go to a museum, right, try to go to an exhibit, try to go to an indoor activity, and they won't allow the pet in, so you want to leave it inside the room, the Airbnb, or the hotel. You know your own pet, but my advice would be just to make sure that you're making them feel as comfortable as possible, as they are going to be in a place that they don't know and is new and unfamiliar to them, so it can make them feel a little bit anxious potentially. There's some dogs that are great with this, some dogs that do less good with that as well, but making sure that they're as comfortable as they can be. Maybe that's bringing in some of their toys, right, with them, and getting them set up with a place to lay down and feel comfortable, right? Make sure that they have their pee pad down, because you don't want them to be making a mess in the hotel room, leave you with a big cleaning fee. Making sure that they have their food and water and that they know where that's at as well is going to be really important to making sure that they feel comfortable, right? And don't feel like they're just getting left somewhere that they have no idea where they are. I think will go a long way, so you don't get that phone call from the hotel saying, hey, why is your dog barking so much in the hotel room, right? And then you have to turn around. Just like as if your kid is acting up at daycare, I guess. And that leads us to the number 7 thing, guys. And I know this list has been sometimes seeming like all the things that you can't do, but I really want to touch on the things that are the really big benefits of bringing your friend. And I know that I probably don't need to sell anyone on this, because hanging out with your pet is awesome. But all the stuff you can enjoy with having with your pet there, whether you're at the beach or you're inside the city and you're going to the city parks, right? Like we're here in Dallas downtown, and there's a ton of these outdoor metro area parks and areas to go into that I know she's really enjoying, and I am as well. Your dog can be there with you. You can feel comfortable. It's like just like you're home away from home. I've tried to explain that the right way, when you can bring your pet with you on the trip. And I think that I know mine really enjoys it as well, likes to come with us and experience things, and it's really good going around the city, you know what I mean, and being carried around and walking, and enjoys seeing the sights as opposed to, staying with her grandparents back at home. So it's really enjoyable. I know a lot of y'all already know that, and traveling with your friend and going to do activities with your pets is going to be a lot of fun, and to me, is outweighing any of these other things that you're not going to be able to do. It's more about what you can do and what you can enjoy with your pet while they're there on the trip with you. And so with that, guys, that's going to be everything I got for you on the things that you should be taking into consideration before bringing your pet on a trip with you. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. If you liked that, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you all.